everybody. Welcome to the Oracle Hour. I'm very excited. I'm starting just a little bit early because I wanted to make sure that everything was working just fine. And I saw someone the other day using their beautiful singing bowl and starting their show with some gorgeous sounds. And I thought I'd do the same just to sort of set the tone, set the mood. And so, hi, Sally, welcome. It's nice to see you all here. Hi, Edith. Welcome to the Oracle Hour. We're going to play for the next hour. My name's Pip Coleman, and I'm quite new to the Spiritual Events Directory, but I'm loving being part of this community. It's so fantastic. And today I'm going to... Hi, Gail. Welcome. Nice to see you. Say hello as you join, folks. Love to see your smiling faces. And isn't this amazing? This is so amazing that we are able to connect in this way across the oceans. I'm actually down here on Phillip Island, beautiful Phillip Island in Victoria, and we are safe and sound down here on the island. Hey Sarah, hey Donna, thanks for coming. So excited. And hi, so good. So as we settle in and take a few deep breaths, this is for me as well as for you. We are going to talk a little bit about oracle card reading. We're going to talk a little bit about archangels. And if anyone would like to know, this beautiful bowl is a heart chakra bowl. So it just gives us a nice connection to our heart and fabulous energy, which is what we want. We want to bring ourselves back into our heart energy. And today, as I say, I've got my new favorite deck at the moment for my card readings is the Moonology. Can you see that? Beautiful Moonology deck from Yasmin Boland. So I will be pulling cards for people if you would like a particular question answered, or if you just like a card, I'm happy to do that. And whoops, try not to drop them in the process. And also, because my skills are varied, I'm a Reiki master, coach, and also a Bowen therapist, and I have lots of skills. I trained as a psychologist when I went to university, so I have a few different skills. So you might find that when you get your reading today that you are going to get just a little bit more than your ordinary card reading, because it's not just about our spiritual selves. It's about our human body. We need to remember we're humans as well. We're divine human souls as well as spiritual beings. So there's a lot to it. So that's really cool. So yes, I've finished what I was saying, and that was it. So if you would like to have a card, I'm happy to pull a card for you, or you can say that you'd like an archangel. If you would like an archangel, and I'll see which archangel intuitively comes through for you. So comment in the post alongside. I'm watching the feed there, so feel free to comment on the post, and then we can have a conversation. So I'm just having a look and seeing if anyone's commenting. Okay. What's happening? All right, you may not be able to see me, but hopefully you can still hear me. We're just having a little trouble with the internet connection. So let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you would like a card or if you would like an archangel, and I will let you know. I know Sarah said that she would like a card pulled for her, so I'm going to pull a card for her. So, oh, hello, a few more people. Hi, Leanne. Hi. Oh, it's so lovely. New people, how exciting. Sorry about that. I'm not quite sure what's happening with the video, but hopefully you can still hear me. So I'm going to just keep talking, and then hopefully we're going to bring the video back. So if you are on the spiritual events directory right now, you would be seeing me live. So I'm just pulling a card for the lovely Sarah Watkins, and today you've got the card, you are loved, you and your loved ones are safe. So that's fantastic. And hopefully you're all still here with me. Because the new moon in Cancer card is all about just knowing that you're safe and protected. So Sarah, you got the beautiful, you and your loved ones are safe. You don't need to worry. Everything is fine. All is well. So hopefully you can hear me. So please comment on the post if you can hear me and if you can see me, guys. I'm just tech issues, but we're asking the angels to clear those tech issues so that you can actually see me. Oh, good. You can still. Oh, good. Okay. Thanks, Colette. I appreciate that. So you can. It keeps going fuzzy. That could be my internet as well. But thank you very much. So I'll just talk you through it. So even if you can't see me, that's okay. So Gail, my love, I will give you an archangel. It's not a card. I'm just going to talk you through the I'm feeling the energy, Gail, of Archangel. Oops, I'm just going to mute myself on the other side. Okay, so Gail, my love, I'm getting the really strong energy for you of Archangel Metatron, which is interesting because Metatron is not one of the ones who comes through very often, but that's great. Metatron is a really interesting one because he's all about healing anger, and so if you're feeling angry, if there's things that are sort of coming up for you at the moment, then you might actually need to just have a think about looking at and addressing the anger that might be coming up underneath. And interestingly, Gail, there's I was reading something the other day that actually said that people who go into depression and stay in depression for a long time, that depression is actually repressed or suppressed anger. So it might be worth having a chat to somebody and expressing your anger, or perhaps even sending yourself writing a journal, writing out your anger. You may not feel like you need to go with actually speaking to somebody yet. Maybe it's time just to go and actually write it down, like express it, and for yourself express it. So so be honest. It's okay to say what you feel. And I think that's really important. So whatever it is that you're feeling is okay. That's the feeling that I'm getting. And Metatron is really good at helping us to express our emotions, particularly our really intense emotions that are coming through. And we're told as women, particularly, we're told that we're not supposed to express ourselves in an angry way. We're not supposed to express ourselves in that way. So I'm giving you permission, Gail. If you're feeling angry, Archangel Metatron is with you and is absolutely willing to help you to write whatever you need to write, say what you need to say, and you are allowed to do that. So I hope that was helpful. And yeah, that's fantastic. So the lovely Sally Woolnough. Let's have a look. Is that how you say your name? Sally Woolnough? Noff? Oh, you used to stay at Ventnor. How nice. That's so cool. I find so many people when I say that I live on Phillip Island, they always say that they used to come down here as a kid, or their family has a house on Phillip Island. It's amazing. So, Sally, I'll pull a beautiful Moonology card for you. Oops. Always. It's a very messy process. That's what happens when you're human sometimes. It's a little bit messy. Welcome to my show. It's so in the real world, bra straps fall down, things fall on the ground. Anyway, so this is beautiful, Sally. So it says the answers you need are coming, and these cards, oh my God, they're so beautiful. Let's have a look here. Can you see that, Sally? I hope you can see that. And Janet, I will do you next. But this beautiful card, I hope you can see. I just can't see myself on the computer screen at the moment. So I hope you can see that. I'll just hold it near my head like this. Beautiful full moon in Gemini card. So the answers you need are coming. So Sally, the thing that's happening at the moment is that you've been asking and asking and asking and asking and asking and asking. And what's happening is you have to now allow the answers to come. So I remember when I was doing my training as an angel intuitive, and the person who was teaching me said, you need to remember that when you ask for something, it's like ordering a pizza. You have to ask, ring up and say, angels, guides, the universe, this is what I want. And then you have to put the phone down and wait for the pizza to come and trust that the pizza will come. You don't ring up for a pizza and then ring up for a pizza and then ring up for the same pizza and then keep ringing for the same pizza and keep asking and asking, because the pizza place will go, dude, seriously, you already ordered the pizza. It's coming. Just wait and it'll come. So what this card says to me is that you need to stop asking. You've already asked. The universe is very aware of what it is that you want right now. And they're saying that it's time to let the pizza come. So I hope that makes sense, Sally. And please feel free to, comment below. That's helpful. And hey, Deepa, it's nice to see you on here. Janet Anderson, my love, I can pull a card for you, of course. Or if you want to, you can. Janet, I'll pull a card for you. You can also ask for an archangel. So I will tap in and see which archangel is connecting to you right now and what message you need. So if you'd prefer an archangel, you can ask for an archangel as well. So, Sally, Darwin must be beautiful right now. It's so, yeah, it's much colder down here, I'm sure. So, Janet, my love, let's see. So you're getting the new moon in Aquarius, which is bring love into the situation. So I'm holding it near my head. So I hope you can see that clearly. Beautiful. Bring love into the situation. So one of the things that happens sometimes, Janet, is that we get really worried and we get caught up in this cycle of worry, and we worry and we worry and we worry. And when this card is a little reminder from the new moon in Aquarius, which is obviously all about allowing the love to come into the situation. So sometimes we need to do a little bit of gratitude work around what is the lesson, what is the good thing that's coming out of this situation, and not sort of staying in that space of worry as much as we can. What I teach my Reiki students is that I actually talk about giving that whole energy over to the universe. So I teach my Reiki students to send energy to the situation, send loving energy to the situation. Some people like to do prayer, some people like to do, energy healing. Some people just send love. Send love to that situation, send love to that person. Some people even like to call it, let's just send happiness to that. I just, think about it in terms of, what would you like in this situation? What would you like to feel in this situation? And most people don't want to feel sad. Most people don't want to feel unhappy. They want to feel good. They want to feel good. So if we can bring the love back into the situation, and be kind to ourselves. That's a big one at the moment. I keep getting lots of people asking me, what can I do? All these horrible things are happening. And they actually just need to bring love to themselves. They need to do something loving for themselves in this moment, because we do so much for so many other people, don't we? So I hope that was helpful to you, Janet. That's great. And we'll go down the list a little bit and see who's coming up. Hi, Leanne. Sure, I can pull a card for you, Han. And we'll see what's coming up for you today. So I'm going to go with the top card for you, Leanne. So this is Leanne Steele. Your hard work is paying off. So you've got the beautiful new moon in Capricorn card. So I'm holding it up so you can see. And that card is all about your hard work paying off. So Capricorn, obviously the goat, is that energy of the goat, that energy of working hard and doing all the work that you need to do. And when it says hard work, please remember that you don't have to fall down in a complete heap. When you work hard, that means that you're working on you're taking massive action. I want to just slightly reframe this, because some people have a negative association around working hard, that you need to work hard and therefore you get a lot. So, and because you're asking about your love life, I just saw that comment there, Leanne. When it comes to our love life, this card is relating to you actually have been putting in the effort to look after yourself, to get to know yourself, and to remember that you attract who you are in that moment. You attract the right vibrational person of who you are in that moment. So just remember that if you are in a space of desperation, or you're in a space of not being very loving to yourself, then you might attract somebody who's also like that into your life. So we need to focus more on ourselves and less on other people and what other people can do for us. It's about us doing what we need for ourselves, and then attracting a like-minded and like vibrational being to us. So yeah, so that's fantastic. I hope that was helpful to you, Leanne. And we'll go down the list a little bit and see who else is here. So it's nice to see lots of energy on the page. It's great. You guys are obviously in your lunch break. I love it. So let's have a look. Oh, Crystal, thank you. This Archangel, this Archangel necklace is one of my favorites. I've had it for a long time. It's when I first trained to be an advanced angel intuitive that I got this necklace. So thank you. I appreciate that comment. So, all right, Colette, I think. Oh, Colette, yes, Colette, and then Edith. So Colette, this card has jumped out for you today, my love. The cardinal moon. So you've actually got be bold and make the first move. So Colette, this is so interesting, because this particular card came out for me yesterday, and it's a really interesting card, because it says be bold and make the first move. So one of the things that happens is, particularly with regard to your question of will I get what I need, you need to say what it is very clearly, what you need, and then take the lead on that. So state it and take action, take massive action towards the thing that you need, and trust that your guidance that you're getting is correct. So this can be a bit of a scary card. You know, the cardinal moon, obviously, you know, feeling like being bold might not be something that you normally do. And it's certainly something that I've had to practice over time, is having come from a very small town in Tasmania. I was, you know, not someone who was very bold when I was a younger person. And so you have to practice these things sometimes. And the only way that you'll get what you need is if you state it and actually start to move and take action towards that goal. So it's really important to be clear about what you need. So again, like I said to the lady earlier, make sure that you're writing down not just the things that you want to release, anything that you're angry about, anything that you're sad about, and journaling those things, but also journaling the things that you really want as well, the things that you need, the things that you love. So I hope that that was helpful to you. You know, that's one of the things that we all probably needed to get reminded of today. And it's always interesting to me when I get a card and then I start doing card readings for other people, and it ends up being exactly right for them as well. Now, my lovely Edith, I did see Edith there. There you are. I can pull out a card for you too. Okay, so you've got the fixed moon card, Edith. So that card is all about hold your vision. So one of the things about holding a vision is that sometimes we think that once we ask for something, you know, it's hard sometimes to keep that concept in your mind, clearly in your mind. So when it comes to holding your vision, I find that vision boards or pictures on the back of the toilet door, or you know, words and images and a list of what it is that you want, having a visual reminder. And that's what I think this is about. When it's talking about vision, it's talking about focus and being very practice at that. So there's a lady who does vision board classes who taught me how to do vision boards, and she said that it's really important to each day look at your vision board and spend no longer than 60 seconds, around about I think it's 60-ish seconds, that each day focusing on the vision board, looking at it, feeling it, looking at the beautiful pictures, and really seeing yourself in that vision of your life, whatever it is. And if you're the sort of person who likes to have a different vision board for each part of your life, you might have a vision board for your love life, you might have a vision board for your health, your career, whatever it is, then you might like to sit in front of a different vision board each day or stand in front of the board. And the idea is to get the feelings going, because it's the feelings that move us forward. It's the feelings that make us move in the direction of our goal. It's not about just seeing a picture or writing something down. It's really important that you feel the feelings. So make sure that you spend time feeling the feelings of what it is that you would like to achieve. So yeah, and those of you who know how to do vision boards, that's really important to do. So hopefully that was helpful to you, Edith. And yes, so let's have a look down the list and see who's next. We've done those lovely ladies. Georgina Watts. I will, hopefully you're still here with us. I've got a bit of a delay on my feed, but I can definitely see you there. So Georgina Watts, I will pull out, I'm going to pull the top card for you today. Oh, you also have got the beautiful new moon in Capricorn card. So Georgina, this is your card. Your hard work is paying off as well. And yeah, please feel free to comment below on, you know, any of the, oops, I'm just going to turn down my volume a little bit. So if you are, you know, working on something at the moment. It could be work related, it could be something to do with your health. Whatever it is that you're working on at the moment, you're getting the confirmation that your hard work is paying off. So your focus, your attention, your passion, your steadfast, I was about to say stubborn, your stubborn focus on what it is that you really want, Georgina, is paying off. So keep focusing on what it is that you really want. And, you know, you might be able to clarify that for me a little bit. You might be able to write in the notes there and reply to your comment of what it is that you actually were wanting to know about, because it is really interesting when we start thinking about our stubbornness. It can be a block to us sometimes, but sometimes it's actually helpful, particularly when we're working towards something we want rather than something that we don't want. So fantastic. So I'm just going to go through. Feel free to come back. Feel free to come back if you can't stay. You can always watch this video again. I'll try to get through everybody as best as I can in the hour. But let's have a look here. Who's next on the list? Darls Witchman. A card about your blocking your success. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So, all right. So the new moon in Aquarius, Darls, is what you're getting. The beautiful new moon in Aquarius card. In regards to your success, it's saying bring love into the situation. So one of the things that I've found, particularly with money, is that, oh, sorry, you said recently have been told I have a need, it broke. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I was thinking that that you said that you were broke. Misread the message there. But still, this might be relevant to you. Because I find that when I have something come through, I need to just say it. So when it comes to money, our worth and success is relevant to this. Our worth, our net worth, is connected to our self-worth, and it's very, very closely connected. So if you don't feel like you're worthy of love, respect, money, abundance, success, whatever it is that you don't feel worthy of, is the thing that is going to translate into your money or your success in the world, in terms of your net worth and the way that energy comes back to you. So one of the things that we need to do is we need to work through in terms of our self-worth. So have a look at the book called Worthy by Nancy Levin. So Darls, have a look at Worthy, the book Worthy by Nancy Levin. I think you'll find that really, really helpful. She does talk about success, and I think you'll find that is going to be really helpful to you in this moment in time. So I hope that was helpful to you. And oh, Edith, I'm glad that was helpful. Thanks for commenting again. It helps me know that we're on the right track. Okay, Johnny Retro. I can pull a card for you, and that's great. Whoops. Ooh, a card jump out there for you. Oh, it's so interesting. We're getting lots of very similar cards today, and look, that happens a lot when I'm doing card readings. You'll find that whatever the energy of the group is will attract other people who have a similar message that they need to hear. So even if you don't personally get a card reading today, listen to the other readings, because the messages that are coming through are not just for that person, they're for the whole group, including me. So I'm very aware of that. I'm listening, universe. So this Hold Your Vision card, Johnny Retro, I did pull it for you, which is the fixed moon. It's all about holding your vision. And for you, this card is, as I mentioned before, it's about having a very clear purpose, a very clear focus, and having a vision board, having your goals written out, being clear about what it is that you want to achieve is really important. And then don't waver from that. Like, be stubborn and completely pig-headed about it. The fixed moon, it makes perfect sense that the fixed moon card would be about holding steady, holding your line. I used to work on cruise ships in the United States, and they always said, when you are going in a particular direction, you need to hold your line, hold your course, keep your course steady. You set your course and then off you go. So that's fantastic. So hopefully that was helpful to you, Johnny, and thanks for asking. We all are hearing that message, especially when the cards come up more than once. I'm always think that's interesting. So, ooh, Elizabeth, I love that. So you had an electricity jolt in your body just as you were drifting off to sleep. Fantastic. You'd like an archangel? Okay, sure. Elizabeth Arthur, the archangel that I'm feeling for you, and particularly when it comes to electricity, is Archangel Michael. Is one of the archangels that comes through quite often when we anything to do with feeling hot, feeling hotter, or getting that electricity jolt is generally to do with Archangel Michael. The other thing that can happen too when we get an electric jolt in your body is that a departed loved one has actually come in and tried to touch you, give you a hug, or stroke your hair, or someone who's very loving, who's crossed over, has come in and tried to touch you, and that has given you an electric shock because they're touching you from a different realm. So there's a bit of a miscommunication there. So they're trying to jolt you. So in this case, the Archangel Michael is just telling you that you're perfectly safe, that everything that's happened to you is is fine, you're okay, all is well, and that if that person, and it feels like it was that person that was giving you that electricity bolt, somebody who's just crossed over recently. When someone has just crossed over recently, you should know that they are not very good at communicating yet. So when my grandmother first crossed over, she wasn't very good at communicating. She still hadn't quite worked out how to talk to me in my human body. She was a ball of energy, and she was trying to communicate with me. And so she would come in when I was having, just about to go to sleep, or if I was doing a meditation, and she would bump into me, and I would feel this sort of it felt like when someone throws a beach ball at you and you go dong, and your head kind of wobbles. It's like that. That was what it felt like when my Nana was coming in and connecting with me. So you'll find that if you are starting to get those sorts of real physical, like an electric shock or a bumping kind of feeling, or a tapping on your shoulder, that's usually a departed loved one trying to get in touch with you. So if you've just recently lost someone, and I suspect that you have, Elizabeth, then that's what's happening in that moment, is that little bit of electricity. And you can call in Archangel Michael if you need to feel preserve your energy. Obviously, you don't want people trying to, communicate with you when you're trying to sleep. It's really hard to sleep when people are trying to communicate with you. But you can ask Archangel Michael to preserve your space, your sleep space. And I talk to my Reiki students all the time about preserve your energy, look after your energy, keep yourself and your vibration high, and then you don't need to worry about anybody else's energy because it's not going to affect you. And Archangel Michael is fantastic for helping us with preserving our energy. So that's where I would go with that. So see how you go, and send me a message. Let me know. All right, lovely. Let's go down the list a little bit. Oh, thank you, Tanya. That's sweet. Tanya Smith, let me give you a card. Not just because you complimented me, but just because I can. So I'm going to go from the bottom of the deck today. I don't usually do that, but oh, goodness me. this is the third time that this beautiful card has come up in this session, and I'm shuffling. You can see me shuffling. So this beautiful card is bring love into the situation. So that's a really important one, particularly when we are, really feeling like we've been lost, that we're lost and we're stuck. And the love is not necessarily about the other person. Bringing love into the situation can be about, fly. Bringing love into the situation is more about bringing love to you than it is about anybody else. So there's always more that you could do to look after yourself in a situation. It doesn't matter how much you're doing in a situation to try and resolve it. If you are not looking after yourself, then you are not bringing love to the situation. So looking after yourself could be not answering the phone when someone rings who upsets you, or not looking at Facebook, maybe taking a bath, taking a walk, all those things that we do that are loving for ourselves. So really hear that, because it's really important to do that. So bringing love to the situation. Looks like that's what everybody's needing to hear today. For 3 times we got that card today. All right, lovely. So let's see. We'll go down the list a little bit. I know I'm not going to be able to get to everybody, but as I say, all these messages are not just for one person; they're for everybody here. So, please take that. If you're only here for 5 minutes and I don't get to you, please feel free to listen to other people's messages and pretend it's for you. So I'm going to go down and see Sherry. Give you a message to help your son. And now dimes and pennies. Yeah, that's cool. Lots of people get pennies, coins, and things like that when their loved ones are trying to connect with them. That's quite common. And feathers. Yeah, Gail, that's right. Feathers. That's quite common. Yeah. So feathers do tend to be more angelic message, but if you have a particular feather that comes through for you, and you've connect it with a particular person. I remember one of my students said to me that her mum was a big Magpies fan, as in the football team. I keep dropping my cards. The football team, and so whenever she sees a magpie, she knows it's her mum bringing her a message. So yeah, it's really interesting to do. Excuse me, I have to pick up my cards again. Sorry. Maybe I should just do it on the floor. Next time I'll just sit on the floor, and then that won't matter if I throw them down. All right. So yes, that is interesting. And Elizabeth, that's cool that you say that, you have a lot of spirits with you. It's quite common. So all right, moving down the list. Donna Funflower. What an awesome name. I love that. That's so cool. So Donna, you can have a card. I'm oh my goodness. All right, what have we got? Top card for you, my love. New moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. Fantastic. So Donna, that is a pretty clear indication that abundance is coming your way very, very soon. So that's fantastic. So what I would say to you is it's time to start expecting prosperity rather than looking at the fact that you don't have it yet. So, and that's, very much coming from that energy perspective. Abraham Hicks, if you haven't seen Esther Hicks channeling Abraham, they always talk about expectation and having an expectation of abundance and an expectation of love and an expectation of things working out for us, that, you know, life is working in our favor, that the universe is working in our favor, and it's actually us that is blocking the flow. It's our human self that's blocking the flow. So it's one of those things where we need to really practice expecting the best instead of expecting the worst. So yeah, if that makes sense to you, then you know, give me a bit of a thumbs up down there. I do find that sometimes we do get caught up in, you know, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it, whatever it is, money, love, whatever. And that's something that we need to start practicing expecting the best. So yeah, take a leaf out of that beautiful book, the Moonology book, and expect prosperity. Everyone, not just that one person, but everybody. Let's start to shift our vibration to that level of expecting things to work out for us, you know? So yeah, hopefully that was good. What else have we got? Ooh, Perla, this is a good question. My left ear itches sometimes since my brother passed. That's fantastic. So yeah, that's so interesting, because when we're talking about the left and the right sides of the body, the left side of the body is generally the feminine side, the intuitive side, the health and wellness kind of side of our body, and it's also to do with family, the left side of the body. And the right side of the body is the masculine side, so that's the one that's more about work, career, you know. And so if we have issues in our body, if I have someone come to me for a Reiki treatment or a coaching session, and they say, I have this weird thing going on my, you know, my right side of my body, I will say to them, is there something that you know, is there something going on in your work, or is there a man in your life that is there something going on with in the present that we need to address? And usually the person will say, how did you know? That's amazing. But our bodies are so in tune with what's going on in our lives, and we can use our bodies to actually tap into it. So many messages are already there in our bodies. We don't necessarily need to go and see somebody else, but sometimes it can be helpful to have someone reframe it for us, you know. And so hopefully that's what I call myself, the reframer. That's what I'm going to start calling myself. A reframer, because I think that's what I do for people, is I help them to reframe the way that they're thinking right now. So I love that. And I think that probably is your brother making contact with you. So next time you feel that feeling, ask the question, is that you? And see what answer you get, Perla, and then let me know what he says. Because my grandmother does this funny thing now that we have a good communication going on. She makes me sneeze, and then I smell her talcum powder, and I know that she's there. And it's funny because I could be doing anything, and then the next thing I'll have this like sneeze, and I know it's her because I can smell the talcum powder. And I've told my sisters this, and so whenever I sneeze now, they go, "Ooh, is it Nana?" And they think it's really funny, and I think it's funny too, because, you know, what a weird way to get in touch with somebody. But I usually say after the message, after the sneeze, I go, what is it that you need me to know? And sometimes it's just, I'm here with you, and there's nothing to worry about, or just hello. Sometimes they just want to say hello. So maybe that's what's going on too. All right, let's have a look down the list. Oh my goodness, the time has flown. It's like 12:43 already. Okay, fantastic, Donna. I'm glad that was helpful. I love that clown name. That is fantastic. If you were a clown, that is the perfect name for you. I think that's absolutely wonderful. All right, next on the list is, yes, yeah, thanks, Julie. I love that bowl too. It's tuned to the note of F. The crystal bowl is tuned to F, which is the heart chakra. So because the crystal bowls are attuned to a particular note, I really love it, and I use it for my treatments and things, and end of my meditation classes on Monday night, and which are on Zoom right now. So if anyone wants to join a meditation class, let me know. I'm loving these Zoom sessions. It's fantastic. So, oh, sorry, I did pick someone. Anthena, messages for the future. Oh, for the near future. Sure, Anthena. Let's see what we've got for you, my love. Okay, this is interesting. So you've got the New Moon in Virgo card. So, Anthena, hopefully you can see that beautiful card. And that is saying a time to give rather than take. So the interesting thing about Virgo is that Virgo is all about giving in a way that is fulfilling to you. So as women, and I know there are men on this group as well, and so I don't want to discount that there are beautiful giving men, but there is also, and I should say, there is also a cultural kind of expectation of women to give all the time. Giving. And so this card is about giving, but in a way that fulfills you. So when we give, it's really important that there's a balanced energy, that we give and then we receive at the same time. So this is about balance. This is about making sure that you have your giving and receiving, and there's a balance that's happening. And Virgo is about the feminine. It's about the divine feminine. So, be mindful of making sure that when you give, it's a hell yes. If somebody asks you for something, I'm really getting this strongly for you, Athena, if someone asks you for something and it's not a hell yes, then don't do it. It's really important that we don't, discount ourselves and our feelings and just look after other people. It's really important that we're fulfilled. And so that would be fantastic if you can take that on board today. So I hope that's helpful, and it really came through quite strongly for you to hear that. And look, there's a lot of women and men in this world, and particularly in this space, who need to hear that message today too. So I hope that was helpful to you. Julie Krang. I will pull a card for you just because you said my bowl was beautiful. I will do that. And yes, Crystal, the universe does work in beautiful ways. I love it. And Leslie, I like the pizza. Place your order. Exactly. Place your order like you would a pizza. It works really well. And for those of you who missed that, you'll have to go back and watch the start of the video to understand what I'm talking about. All right. Julie, sorry, I got distracted. Yes, beautiful. Again, we get another double up on cards today. So we really need to hear this. Cardinal Moon, be bold. Julie, be bold and make the first move. So whatever's coming up for you right now, whatever you're working on, it could be a relationship, could be a business opportunity. The really important thing is that you be bold and you take the lead. Now is not the time to sit back and wait and be passive for somebody else to make the decisions. And this is the card that I got yesterday when I was asking about a particular situation. And the card actually came up and said, you need to make the first move. This card came up. It said, take the lead, say what you want and how you want things to be. So be clear about that. Because here's the thing, if you let other people take the lead, you might not get what you want. You're just going to be doing what other people want you to do. And that's not our journey. That's not our path. Our path is about doing what is right for us and not what necessarily is right for everyone. So I think that's really important, Julie, and I hope that was helpful to you and makes sense with what's going on with you in your life, because one of the things that's really important at the moment is, especially since we're coming up to tomorrow night, is the full moon eclipse. So there's going to be a lot of energy surrounding us, in the next few days. So be aware of that, and it's a good time. It's a good time to take the lead and to step up. So Lovely. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Kelly Davis. Your friends tell you you're an angel. Ah, that's nice. Okay. Ooh, so you've got a good question there. I'd really like to know if this is true and how do I tap into and open this up? Cool. Well, the one thing about yes, exactly, Louise. Thank you for that. I I think that that's really important. Like, you know, we can be an earth angel. Absolutely, Kelly. I really believe that there are earth angels and there are people on this earth who are here to, who are reincarnated angels. So I definitely believe that that's the case. And one of the things that will help you to know that is if you feel like you're tapped into that energy of the angels and you have particularly, you know, reincarnate or incarnated angels tend to be very, very sensitive. They tend to be, they put on a lot of weight easily because they feel like they need it for protection and they struggle to lose weight. They also tend to be very, they like to the rules, you know. Incarnated angels like to do things by the rules. So it's if you're feeling like those things, and there's other qualities as well, and I do have a session that I could do with you to work out what your if that is actually what you are. But it sounds to me like if people are commenting on that as your energy, then it's reflecting back something that you're presenting to the world. So that's interesting to me. But if you'd like more information, then feel free to get in touch with me. Maybe we can do some work together and help you to embody that a little bit more as well. Casey, I can definitely get you an archangel, Casey. So Casey, we the energy that's coming through for me today for you is Archangel Shamuel. And Shamuel is the angel, the archangel who heals anxiety and brings global peace. So, and personal peace as well, not just global peace. But, and right now, oh my goodness, how much more could we need Shamuel? We absolutely need to tap into the energy of Archangel Shamuel. So please, know that you have that energy that you can call on, and that we can definitely tap into that. And actually, I'm doing a meditation on Tuesday night with the Archangel Shamuel at 7:30 with Archangel Shamuel. So if you would like to do a meditation and tap into that energy even more, please feel free, Casey, to get in touch with me, and I'll send you the link for the meditation on Tuesday night at 7:30. And that's Eastern Standard Time, Australian Eastern Standard Time. So if you're coming here from Oz, I will be happy to let you join in there. And that Shamuel obviously helps you with finding lost objects and situations and people. So if you've lost something, Shamuel can help you find it as well. So he's great with healing and helping us with anxiety and healing grief. And he's also someone who's really helpful finding lost things. So he has a dual purpose, and you can just call on Shamuel and he'll come and help you to find that thing that you've lost or help you to feel peaceful. So perhaps just before you go to sleep is a good time to call him in, and then he can help you to feel more peaceful. Okay, Sherry, what's the connection with my son and my deceased brother who he's never met? Lovely. I love that, Sherry, because one of the things about children is that they are so tapped in, and they've just been in the other realm, you know. They're new to this physical realm, and so they really get they really get that connection of, they see and they hear and they feel, it's very it's more than likely your son is actually communicating and connecting with your brother who's departed, and because they're never really apart from us. Our departed loved ones are not in physical form anymore, but they're still souls. We're souls incarnate and they are souls discarnate. And so we can still connect with them. We just need to raise our vibration to a higher level. So that's very, very common, Sherry, for children to be connected to our departed loved ones. And more than likely, he's having good old conversations with you. So my pleasure, Perla, Sherry, and Thina, beautiful. Trudy Armstrong, if you're still here, I would absolutely, I can pull a card for you. Oops. So the card that jumped out, it's on the floor. I'm going to just read it. It says, a new romantic cycle begins. So where are you, Trudy? Guess what? A new romantic cycle is beginning. So that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to leave your husband and start a new start a whole new thing, but you are definitely going to have a new cycle, a new start, or a new segment. I was listening to someone talking yesterday about segments of our life and how you can intend for the next segment of your life to be better than the last segment of your life. And that could be the next hour, the next task that you do, the next 10 years, whatever it is that you would like to do. So if you're in a relationship, this card is all about a new cycle beginning together, or it's about, if you aren't in a relationship, then it's about a new way of being in a romantic space, and that could be with yourself. So yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so we're moving through. My pleasure. Thank you for commenting, ladies and gents. All right, we've got 3 minutes, so I'm going to all right, so Johnny, hopefully you saw my reading for you. Okay, you might. Okay, beautiful. Casey, that's good. I'm glad that was helpful. Yeah, fantastic. Kelly, that's good. More than happy to help. All right, so let me go with, all right, let's pull a quick card for Kirsty and Jasmine. Okay, Kirsty. Oh, you've got the gibbous moon, Kirsty. So the gibbous moon is all about being very close to achieving your goal. So the gibbous moon is like just before the full moon when she's pregnant, you know, when she's like, oh, I'm almost full. So that's what the gibbous moon is all about. So you are very, very close to achieving your goal. So Kirsty, that was for you to just let you know that you are so close. So as we were talking about before, expect that it's going to happen. Awesome. And Jasmine, I said I would pull one card for you. Oops, upside down. A fiery climax approaches. Oh my goodness. Jasmine, that's so amazing. So you got the full moon in Aries, and it's all about a fiery climax approaches. So be aware that it's not going to be just a chilled out kind of finish to whatever it is that you're working on at the moment. It's going to be quite an intense and highly charged, let's say, highly charged climax to the situation that's presenting itself at the moment. And remember, a fiery climax isn't necessarily a bad thing. We're not very practiced at strong emotions. And I, for one, am not very practiced at that myself. But know that you can handle it. You absolutely can handle it, and you've been preparing for this, and that's okay. So, my lovelies, we're coming to the last minute, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on my very first live show of the Oracle Hour. I look forward to seeing you perhaps next week. If you'd like to join any of my meditation classes or get in touch personally, please feel free to go to the links and send me a message. I look forward to seeing you all next week. My name's Pip Coleman, and this was the Oracle Hour. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all being here. It's so wonderful. And let's just pull a card for everybody else who's on, just real quick. I've got like a minute. Okay, so again, we get the beautiful bring love into the situation card. So obviously, this is what we all need to hear today. So thank you so much for everybody for coming. Bring love into the situation. The new moon in Aquarius, that is our big lesson for today. And we are going into, you know, the beautiful full moon in the next couple of days. So take good care of yourselves. I look forward to seeing you next week at 12 o'clock on Friday for the Oracle Hour and the Archangels. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.